Good morning, gardeners. Just a quick video to see what's up in terms of spikes. And it got cold here in Central Florida. Don't you love the morning sun, the way it looks, the way it bounces off the leaves? Yes, I was saying, it got cold in Central Florida, and all these poor orchids had to find their way into my dry house. I'm sure they weren't happy. I wasn't happy. But anyway, the good news is, the silver lining, that when I brought them back in, I was able to redistribute them. The houseplants and they're not really houseplants in my house, they're screen porch plants. But I was able to put everything in probably a little more light appropriate place. So, I promised spikes. Of the 3 white phalaenopsis, I don't know if you can see this one. There you go. It's right beside an old cane there. Is a bloom spike. Yeah, that means all 3 of the white phalaenopsis on the hanging thingy, which is some sort of kitchen thing. Wow, this guy, like, I swear grew overnight because I was out here last night trying to figure out if I could clip him again or move this clip up. I want to be careful not to break it. I have been known to break bloom spikes. This one I haven't clipped yet. I do like the way if you leave them alone, the pendulum, the arch. However, they'll be in the walkway. Then, the big purple monster, purple people eater. That's what I'm going to call him because look at these huge leaves, which he makes a new plant, and now he's spiking, for goodness sakes. There we go. And it is a very purple spike. Wow, the color of that orchid just carries through to everything. And of course, we have one blue spike on the 3 death rack miniatures. Let me look for more this morning. Wait. There's one. See it? Coming right up. It's under a leaf, so good luck, buddy. You're going to have to make a turn there. And then my cattleya. Alright, these were so easy to see last night. Why? Okay. Maybe it's the sun today. You see? And that's a big pod. It's not just a sheath with something in it. It's a big pod. There's one. And there's the other in the shade. So, pod 1, pod 2. Not easy to get to. Yeah, I have to do an update on this, or just some sort of video on this, just so I can keep track of it myself. It's not going well. I know I should probably take them off of there. I'm just determined that they're going to live. Okay, this cattleya, they get some more sun. This is the Fuchs Gold Digger. Fuchs Mandarin Gold Digger or something like that. It has, I just discovered this. Ta-da! It's a little dark here. Turn on the light. I turn the light on. I think that'll help. Because I definitely can't take this one down. It's just too much. There we go. I have a couple more sheaths on it, but they're just leafy sheaths. So I don't know. And there's one right here too. So I don't know if they will do anything on it. 1, 2. There's more than 2 of them. I don't know. They feel papery. So I don't know if they'll do anything. But it's a big wad of roots. The guys at St. Pete Orchid Farm said they would, if I brought it in, maybe repot it, recrate it for me, but now it's got a bloom spike. No. And let's see how Mr. Schomburgkia is doing. He got moved. His leaves got so yellow. I was thinking maybe he's getting a little too much sun. I just moved him over, not too far. I mean, he's healthy growing, so I didn't want to make too big a change, but just a little bit different angle. All right, let's see if we can get that you go. Wow, that spike is hard. I don't think you'd accidentally break that spike very easily. Uh-oh. This way. It's pretty early in the morning, so I guess the sun really is in the wrong spot. Normally it's coming in this screen port this way, but right now it's over that way. So that's east, that's south. And of course, yeah, it won't quit blooming, and there's another bloom spike on a different dendrobium. I don't know what to say. And then I got these little trees. I don't know if I shared this before. These are dragon willow or willow dragons. Let's take them over to the sunshine. They're supposed to be in sun. Full sun. For me to have something in full sun, I'd have to move it around a lot. It said put it in water until I'm ready to pot it. Look at all the roots it created. Oh my gosh. And now all these leaves are coming out. These are 2 starts in here. I hope I can get them out without damaging them. Yeah. I didn't know they'd grow so fast. I mean, like, I've had them 2 weeks, maybe? A week and a half. So, we'll see. I've never been a bonsai person, and frankly, they intimidate me. Well, I sort of dug my angraecum out from over here underneath all these other plants that are over here. I kind of dug it out from there and put it over against the side of the screen porch, getting a little more sun, because it is growing a keiki, whichever way you like to say it. However, it isn't really putting off a bloom spike, which I was hoping maybe a little more sun might help it. Checking out the root. That part's dry down there, but that part is still soft, and yay. Then, and these got moved to the north side. Even though they were doing pretty well when they were, I went ahead and moved them because I wanted to move some other plants that are more sun lovers. And that's definitely a root down there. So we got 4 new roots growing on. I think that plant is just trying to stabilize itself. Ew, now it's got stuff in the middle of it. I try to keep the crown of my plants very clean. But moving stuff around and in and out of the house, no telling. I thought these were all going to be dead by now. They're still kind of hanging on. My original bulbophyllum. And it was over in this area when it was so healthy, so I have hopes. And my cassidum. The new growth. Start watering again because it's definitely not dormant. Then I moved all my vandas together. All of my vandas are in one place. I have a order coming in that I placed because I didn't go to Tamiami. I had a little workaround for that. So I'm probably going to need room, and I'm thinking I can hang maybe 2 below this one and maybe 1 down in there somewhere, but that's about it. I don't have a lot of, most of these vandas were from moats recently. One was from Banjong, and I think there's an old one in there, but I haven't always been successful with vandas, so I haven't had a lot of them, but I am making a concerted effort to do vandas. They are awfully pretty. No blooms to show today, but lots of promise. Blooms to come. Oh, and this guy, he had a sheath, but I think maybe 2 sheaths if I recall. But I see 2 dried up sheaths, and I'm not sure why, because he gets his roots watered a lot, because he was by the vandas, or a vanda, and he got his roots watered a lot. His bowl not so much, but I think he's well cared for. I don't know what his problem is, but he grows, so I can't complain. I don't see anything on my dendrobium. I think it's pronounced Parishi. Yeah, that's it. I don't see any on this, but You know, it was only about 9 months ago I started to really pay close attention to my orchids again. And it did put out new growth since then, so that's good. So I probably won't get any blooms this year, but maybe next year on these spikes, I'm hoping. And I'm working really hard to try to figure out what this is. I believe it is a dendrobium. I'm going to hold my tongue on which one I think it is. I'm still researching. And if the thing would bloom, that would help. But you notice it's a pseudobulb with a single leaf. So that kind of helps give it away what it might be. And it's a miniature. And I don't remember what it looked like when it was blooming. And so far, I think I do, but I'm not sure. And I have found no documentation of it. That's my Cattleya stand. It seems like a convenient way to move them around. And it is, if you're moving them in the same room and around. But to move them out of a screen porch into a house, not as much. Very heavy. So, it's the Dendrobium oncidium shelf. That dragon willow thrown in there, and one encyclia. And then move some houseplants over here. Oh, and I did move all my encyclia to a little bit more sun. I think they needed it. That's Tempensa, however you say it. This is an encyclia cross, but I don't know if you can read it from there. It's kind of out of my reach now. That's my Bud Spence. This is my unknown. If this screen here has encyclia, it has dendrobium, and it has Cattleya. Pretty much all over the screen and then down below as well, with the oncidiums kind of to the back of it a little bit so that the sun is a little filtered when it comes in there, because it's southern and it can, you know, get pretty stout.